Hello, this is Mark Wildman of Wildman Athletica here with Coach JP at Ganbatte Fitness in Los Angeles? We call this?
Yeah, Los Angeles, Northeast LA.
Northeast LA. Same thing.
Same thing.
The most important thing you can do as a coach or a fitness person is listen to other people because nobody knows everything. And if somebody tells you they know everything, tell them that they're incorrect and they don't know everything. You should always ask other people what they know so you can figure out if there's some type of information that you are missing and how do you put things together better. Am I saying that right?
No, that's right. That's right.
JP is my coach. I come to his gym whenever I am in Los Angeles because if you're really good at certain things and you want to do them all the time, I'm great at clubs, I'm great at maces, I'm great at kettlebells. I'm not great at things like barbells or running or swimming. JP's really good at all that stuff, so he makes me do it.
You can float.
I can float, sort of. So today what we're going to talk about is the Ganbatte Fitness program. I have a very specific structure when I coach because of the needs of my clients. Let's talk about JP's structure for the gym itself. Different ideas, important to know the differences.
We start with a warm-up. On the warm-up, we clarify to the class our expectations. What is going to happen in the class? The warm-up also is used to prime the athletes for the movements for the day. So if we're squatting, we're going to do some light squats, open up the hips, your back. If we're going to press, open up the shoulders before we do anything crazy with heavy weights. So that's what happens in the 8 to 10 minute warm-up. After that will be our strength piece. So we always have a strength piece, either strength or skill work. Skill work will be basically gymnastics, right? Strength will be weightlifting. So basically in this portion will be 15 minutes long. We talk about how to back squat properly, deadlift properly, clean properly, all this fun stuff from pull-ups, ring rows, muscle-ups. So everything can be taught and there's always some sort of a
Progression.
High five.
Wait, what do I call it? Nesting.
Nesting,
So,
yes, nesting.
So progression and nesting are slightly different ideas. Nesting is teaching a complex physical skill one step at a time in rounds. Progressive training is slightly different. I tend to deal with what you might consider higher complexity movements that are done here. That's not taking away from anything that they do. They tend to go much heavier than I do. That's about the availability of equipment and what you have. I'm traveling all the time. I don't have barbell setups. We don't do a lot of barbell stuff. Power cleans are awesome and you should learn power cleans. But you're probably going to need to come to a gym like this to get really good at that because you need the space and you need the equipment.
To his point, when he says nesting, that's actually what we do at the warm-up. We nest the movements for the strength piece and skill work. So that's about 15 minutes long. The staff is very good in how to break down that movement so that, more importantly, that you're doing the movements very safely.
A lot of the stuff that I see here for strength piece is you'd be doing, say, front squat or deadlift, and you would have 15 minutes to do it, and you would want to get 3 sets of 5, or 5 sets of 5.
Right, depending on the progression.
Depending on the progression. It's either going to be an EMOM or every 2 minutes and 30 seconds you're going to start. So you're going to do your reps, you're going to put the bar down, you're going to spend the rest of the time filling in, adding your weight or taking your weight away, depending on what you need to do, based on the math that you should know if you're a barbeller about your percentages for that day. But there's also a built-in warm-up into that because you have 5 minutes, and that first 5 minutes is throw a couple plates on, warm-up reps, throw a couple plates on, warm-up reps, throw a couple plates on, warm-up reps, which is something you can do very effectively with barbells. Doesn't work so great with kettlebells. And what's the last piece, Coach?
Last piece will be conditioning. So after a strength piece, we end the class with a conditioning piece just to get your heart rate up, get a good workout in. So normally the way we program things here is we use a little bit of movements that you learn from the strength piece and we have them bleed into the conditioning piece. Like what Mark said, nesting. If we continue to nest the movements, you get better at it. So you see Mark do his club work, 1,000 reps or more. It's the same concept here. The more you do it, your motor skills get better and those patterns are just ingrained in your system better. So what happens is we have a workout for 10 to 15 minutes. Again, same movements that we have here. It can either be from an EMOM, AMRAP, as many rounds as possible, or for time. It can be running to gymnastics and lifting. So it just depends on what is programmed for that day.
So what we're going to do is we're going to come back and we'll talk about each of these things separately in different videos. This is an overview. We do a lot of overviews, then we do a lot of explanation of the individual things. I'm going to take issue with him because I've been to plenty of conditioning workouts here that are 45 minutes of goddamn hell. JP is a world-class triathlete, so he leads his training more into strength endurance work than other gyms of this style. So you can expect these workouts. He's being very gentle with the 10 to 15 minute explanation here. A 22-minute workout here, a WOD, is usually a nightmare and great for you all at the same time. They're very well designed. Basic overview: warm up, strength piece, conditioning. Cool down is what I would say down at the bottom.
Yeah.
They do not build in cool down movements here. They expect cool down to be done on your own. And I'm always the guy here laying down in the corner for 20 minutes, stretching, and everybody makes fun of me.
Splits, that's
doing
what it
the
is.
splits. Doing whatever needs to happen to cool down, because usually training here is very heavy.
Right.
Very heavy. Let's make more videos about this stuff.
Awesome.